Welcome to the Rooted Goddess podcast with your host, Leslie Sprague, where we talk all things wellness, woo-woo, life, and everything in between. As a small-town mom of two amazing kiddos, I understand the challenges of what it's like to stay grounded and go after your dreams. My goal for this podcast is to inspire you to root down so you can grow stronger, rise up, and let your light shine bright so you can be the goddess you are truly meant to be. Think of this as your one-stop shop. It's happy hour with a gal pal while getting truthful and heartfelt about taking the steps forward to living your best life. Hi, and welcome to the Rooted Goddess podcast. I'm your host, Leslie Sprague. Okay, so I want to talk to you today about yoga. It's not about the flexibility. That is one of the bonuses of yoga. Yoga has so much more, and I think there's a stigmatism around it about, well, I'm not flexible, I can't do yoga. It's not about the flexibility, folks. Yoga is a teacher. It teaches, first off, here's the physical benefits of it. One, it also strengthens your body, makes you much, much stronger. Flexibility loosens your fascia, which I will talk to you about in another podcast. But yoga is so much more. It is a teacher. Quite often, we look outside of ourselves for answers. And when we have a regular yoga practice, it helps to bring us home to ourselves, to our bodies, instead of looking outside for answers, outside of ourselves, outside to other people, getting approval from other people, all those things. Yoga helps to bring us home, helps us to reconnect with that heart, helps it to ground us and center us. And yoga can also help teach us. Have you ever heard the saying that how you do anything is how you do everything? Me, one of the things that how I do everything is, and actually I'm going to change this thought pattern. Historically, I have been a procrastinator. I would put things off to the last minute, and so I'm still working on this because I'm just deciding to change this thought pattern now. But yeah, I would put things off. I would do things last minute, and yoga has helped to bring me back to the present moment. What this has to do with procrastination right at the moment, I'm not sure where that went. But yeah, so yoga helps to teach us. That's where I'm not sure how I'm tying the procrastination into the yoga piece yet for my story, but when even something as simple as doing a yoga practice, we get comfortable with doing the same things. So, and notice the patterns that show up in your body. Notice where there's maybe hitches in your muscles or tightness. What does that mean? If you're going to do a difficult pose, notice your thought patterns. Are your thought patterns already saying, oh, no, I can't do this, before you've even given it a shot? Then take a look at that thought pattern. Nope, I can't do this. I before you've even given it a shot, take a look at that in your everyday life. Do you give things a chance, or do you automatically discredit them and say, nope, can't do that, not doing that, before you've even tried? How do you know if you haven't gave it a shot? One of my yoga teachers, she, excuse me, sorry. I took her advanced yoga teacher training, and I was already discrediting myself, but it wasn't about the glory of the pose. It was about the journey getting to said pose. And she said, baby steps to big poses. And that's one thing I love about yoga itself too, is that you can build upon things. It doesn't have to be this big elaborate yoga pose, like Instagram story pose. It can just be simple and easy. And when we break things down, anything is achievable when you have the steps. So, that being said, yoga is a teacher. It brings you home to your body. It can also push you outside of your limits. And it's there to act as a mirror. How do you do things in your yoga class? And do you do those same things in your life? So I still haven't figured out how I'm tying procrastination into teaching me with yoga. Maybe it's the simple fact that I procrastinated taking yoga for a very long time. Yeah, maybe it's that simple. It took me a while to actually take a yoga class. And the moment I did, I was like, okay, why did I take so long? And that's usually a lot of the case with my procrastination. So take a look at how you do things in life and give yoga a try. It's not about being flexible. It is so much more. It brings you home. I've got 2 free classes up on my website, lesliespragg.com. Check them out in the show notes below. Thank you so much for listening, and let me give you a virtual hug, ooh, big squeeze, as a token of my appreciation. At the very least, I hope you had some fun while listening, and maybe even learned a thing or two. And bonus points if I got a chuckle out of you. If you liked this episode, it would mean the world to me if you could leave me a 5-star review, or if you know someone who could benefit from listening, share it on your Insta stories and tag me at Leslie's Yoga and Wellness. Subscribe to this channel if you want to stay up to date with new episodes. By doing these things, it helps to get my podcast noticed so that people who need to hear my message are more attracted to it. Please feel free to stop by my website, lesliespragg.com, and grab a copy of my free Mom Self-Care Kit. While you're there, grab a free few yoga classes. Namaste, goddesses. Until next time.